What if the difference between an average life and an extraordinary one wasn't talent, luck, or intelligence? What if it came down to a tiny improvement so small that most people ignore it? Nobody wakes up one day and becomes extraordinary. Not the surgeon with 10,000 hours in the operating room. Not the athlete who breaks world records. Not the writer whose words inspire millions. They all share one thing. And it's not talent. It's not luck. It's not genetics. And surprisingly, it's not discipline either. At least not the way most people understand it. They understood something most people never do. What you do every day matters infinitely more than what you do occasionally. You've probably heard the phrase 1% better every day. But almost everyone misunderstands what it actually means. And that misunderstanding is exactly why so many people fail to change their lives. This is the psychology of the 1% rule. And by the end of this video, you'll know exactly how to use it. If getting 1% better every day is so powerful, why do most people never achieve extraordinary results? The answer is simple. People expect visible progress too quickly. They go to the gym for a week and expect to see a different body. They read for a few days and expect to become smarter. They save money for a month and expect financial freedom. When those results don't appear, they quit. But the problem isn't the effort. The problem is the expectation. Most people imagine progress as a straight line. They believe every action should produce an immediate reward. Reality doesn't work that way. Real growth is invisible at first. For weeks, months, sometimes even years, your efforts seem to produce almost nothing. This is what many experts call the valley of disappointment, the place where hard work exists but visible results don't. And this is where most people give up. Not because they aren't capable, not because they aren't intelligent, but because they mistake a lack of visible progress for a lack of actual progress. The truth is that small improvements are compounding beneath the surface. Think about a single drop of water. One drop seems meaningless, but thousands of drops can carve through stone. Your habits work the same way. One workout won't change your body. One healthy meal won't transform your health. One page won't make you an expert. But repeated consistently, these tiny actions become unstoppable. This is where psychology becomes fascinating. Your brain is not naturally designed to appreciate slow progress. It evolved to prioritize immediate rewards. If a behavior doesn't provide quick results, your brain often labels it as unimportant. That's why scrolling social media feels rewarding instantly. That's why junk food is tempting. That's why procrastination feels comfortable. The rewards arrive immediately. But meaningful growth operates on a different timeline. The rewards are delayed. And delayed rewards require something most people never develop. Trust. Trust that today's effort is creating tomorrow's results. This is why motivation alone is never enough. Motivation comes and goes. Some days you feel inspired. Other days you don't. If your success depends on motivation, your progress becomes unpredictable. The most successful people don't rely on motivation. They rely on systems. A goal gives you direction. A system gives you consistency. Anyone can set a goal, but systems are what create transformation. Consider the difference between saying, I want to run a marathon, and saying, I am a runner. The first is an outcome. The second is an identity. And identity changes everything. The goal isn't to read more books. The goal is to become a reader. The goal isn't to exercise more. The goal is to become someone who trains consistently. The goal isn't to save money. The goal is to become someone who manages money wisely. Every action you take is a vote for the person you want to become. Each workout is a vote for being healthy. Each page you read is a vote for being knowledgeable. Each difficult task completed is a vote for being disciplined. Over time, those votes build a new identity. And once an identity becomes strong enough, your behaviors begin to align naturally. You no longer force yourself to act differently. You become different. This is where the real power of the 1% rule exists. Not in the results, but in the person those small actions create. So how do you apply this in your own life? First, start smaller than you think you need to. Make the habit so easy that failure feels almost impossible. Read one page. Do one push-up. Write one sentence. The objective is not intensity. The objective is consistency. Second, focus on systems rather than outcomes. Ask yourself, what process can I repeat every day? Not, what result do I want immediately? Third, track your progress. Humans need evidence. A simple calendar, journal, or habit tracker can help you see momentum even when results are invisible. Fourth, never miss twice. Everyone has bad days. Everyone fails occasionally. The danger isn't missing once. The danger is allowing one mistake to become a new pattern. Get back on track immediately. Finally, protect your identity. Stop saying, "I'm trying to be disciplined." Start saying, "I am becoming a disciplined person." Your words influence your beliefs, and your beliefs influence your actions. Remember this, 1% feels invisible. One workout doesn't change your body. One page doesn't make you an expert. $1 doesn't make you wealthy. But when repeated long enough, small actions become powerful enough to transform an entire life. The people you admire aren't different because they made one extraordinary decision. They're different because they made thousands of ordinary decisions. The question is not where you'll be tomorrow. The question is who you'll become 1 year from now if you continue improving by just 1% every day. Small changes, extraordinary results. Welcome to the Growth Blueprint.